Troubleshooting refrigerator freezer ice maker. One of the first steps you want to do is check the temperature on the fridge to make sure the fridge is medium setting and the freezer is also on the mid setting, which temperature range should be 40 degrees for inside the fridge and 0 in the freezer. And you check that by taking the infrared thermometer, temperature gun, shoot towards the back of the freezer. 29.8, 30 degrees, 31, which is a little bit too cool for that, so I'm going to adjust the temperature a little bit to let it come up a little bit. The freezer temp should be 0 and aim towards the back, and we're reading 0.7. 0.2, which is ideal temperature for it. If it drops below that, you could have the feeder tube, which is in the back, that goes from the back wall into this trough and goes into the tray. So if that's frozen, the way to check that out is you remove any items from the top that you want to keep, place them somewhere else. Pull the refrigerator out, and I always check to make sure I have plenty of slack in the line. And then I need to get my, for this part, I'll turn the water off, remove this back dust cover, remove the screw that mounts your water inlet valve. Pull it out, and with the water off, the line that runs from the water inlet valve up the back of the freezer that goes into the ice maker, you want to push up on this tab, pull this out, you'll have a little bit of water come out. If the air goes through the tube, it's not frozen in the feeder line. If that's the case, make sure you seat this line back in and pull on it to make sure it's in securely. Next step is unplug this line and then grab the multimeter. Set your meter to voltage. Plug one into one side, one lead into one side. One into the other. You should not be getting a reading at this point. Then go back around to the front of the ice maker. Pull the cover off. You can gently, not forcefully, advance this dial, and then you'll see it start moving on its own. Once the ice maker cycles around, it should not take more than a minute to a minute and a half. On your multimeter, pull it back until you see. Whenever troubleshooting ice makers or anything that has to do with water, the first step you want to take is to locate the main water shutoff to the unit. And majority of condos is going to be located in with the air handler and above the water heater. You'll look and you will find the main water shutoff is back in the back. You'll see a red lever handle.
I see it.
And then you'd also want to do a test to make sure that that does shut the water off, just in case of unforeseen circumstances. Turn it where it's 90 degrees to the pipe. Whenever you start the cycle, it'll go through, and once it makes a rotation, it'll send the signal down, and this process usually takes about a minute to a minute and a half. We're going to now see what the temperature is now, see if it's dropped. Remember to shoot in the back of the fridge, it has moved up by 5 degrees, 6 degrees now, so it's heading in the right direction.